ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Monster Energy DreamHack Studios. We're powered by Asus ROG and HyperX, might I say. My name is Sir Actus Lex. I will be your stand-in host for today. Shiver is on a one-day vacation, so hope you enjoy that, but not about me, more about our wonderful panel. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce the man, the myth, the legend, the mist, the fog. How you doing, Fog?
Hello.
I'm
good.
That's all you're gonna give me, huh?
No.
A simple hello.
I'm happy. I'm glad to see you hosting again. You look very dapper today, sir.
They told me I had to host, and I know what I lack in abilities I can make up for in suit that I brought.
It looks very new.
Thank you. I bought it just for this yesterday.
They paid that good?
Fogged,
So,
tell me about your life. What's going on, buddy?
nothing great. Was at the doctor earlier. Gave me some bad news.
Oh, no.
I have to go back tomorrow.
Oh, no.
I won't go in detail.
Well, that's...
Give us
You
the
just
details.
terrified the audience a lot.
It's not that serious. It's,
Give
it's going to be
us-
painful, that's all.
What's happening?
Hemorrhoid.
Tell us.
It's not hemorrhoids. Well,
ED?
something with my foot.
Oh, shoot. We're
Oh,
talking
foot's in
already. I
trouble.
forgot to introduce everybody
There
else.
you go.
We also have Odie Pixel, Owen Davies. That's Scruff right there. Sorry. His official name for today. But let's go to Owen first. Owen, hello. How you doing, buddy?
Hello. I'm doing good.
Yeah?
Hello, everybody. Nice to see you all.
Hello, hello.
Good to see you here again, guys.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Again.
Again.
Is there anyone in the chat you'd specifically like to shout out?
Whoever the first person is to type... Oh no, what should they type? Scriff. Give us a meme.
Nothing. They type nothing.
They type nothing?
Oh, God.
What about, all right, Soon Sorrento. There you go. That's one name. That guy's
What the
always
hell is
watching.
that?
He always
Who?
asks questions. I know that name.
Isn't
He's going to
that-
be very happy that I said his name.
Isn't that a Spanish swear word?
No, his name is S-U-N-E Sorrento. He always writes questions to Shiver. He watches your stream all the time,
Oh.
too. Wow, you don't even know your fan.
Are you
Okay,
sure?
great. Thank you, gentlemen. And last but not least, introducing today, we've got Scruff. Not Scriff.
Wait, which camera? That one.
Sure. Hello. Look at
Hey.
that fantastic beard. I love the look, Scriff. I love it. Oh, yeah.
It's November, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Don't have to
November.
shave.
Oh, are you doing that for real, or are you just being
Yeah.
lazy and blaming it?
Both.
Oh, wow. Nice. I like it.
I'm
Do
doing
you,
it for
do you still shave your bum?
Always.
Okay.
What?
You don't?
You don't?
No, I just... What?
What?
No, what?
He doesn't shave his bum?
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
I
don't think
can't
that's
with
anything
this
to do
guy.
with
All
it.
men
No.
shave their
All
bum.
men shave their bum.
All right. Well, that got weird.
Get with the
fast.
times.
All right, anyway, yeah, let's, Shiva would never stand for this. So we're going to move right along. Gentlemen, let's talk about some Dota news. What do we got on the docket today? Anything interesting? There's a couple things. There was a new update yesterday.
There was.
Fixed a couple things. Removed a little bit of the latency. Looks like Valve is actually starting
Yes.
to care a little bit. What do you think?
Wasn't that them just memeing?
No.
No.
No,
Oh,
they
it
actually
wasn't? Okay.
literally
They
did
weren't
something.
memeing. Apparently,
Yeah.
it's like...
But-
I heard players were... Yapsor yesterday and a couple days before after the patch that he was complaining about input lag, and that's literally what they said they had changed and fixed, so... We'll see what
There you
effect
go.
it really has. What other news? What else happened? They
Well, there-
changed Monkey King too, right? They fixed
Yep.
him. 380 movement speed on that courier now.
Yeah, they're really hitting up the Reddit, man. They're looking a lot, and every single day there's a tiny little suggestion. Next day we got something. Is this a new age for Dota updates? And some people are complaining there's too many updates now. What are your thoughts? More updates, less
Who's
updates?
complaining there's too many updates?
Just people that
mean,
don't
when
like
they
Why,
use-
how is that a
Zelda.
bad thing?
How
Too
is that a
many
bad thing when they're
updates?
fixing like bugs?
Yeah.
Or
I mean, some people have slow
Inconsistencies,
internet
yeah.
connections around the world. You know, it could take them like an hour to
But you'd rather
update.
have, yeah, but still, you'd rather have that over a bugged game, wouldn't you? People complain about... If you're complaining about updates, just...
I mean, if there wasn't any updates, people would complain that
Well,
shit isn't getting fixed.
They
of
were.
course.
Yeah, yeah.
They were
No.
complaining. They're like, there hasn't been an update in months.
So I think what we've learned is that gamers will always complain.
The loud minority will always be heard.
The loud minority.
Are you a loud minority?
Yeah, we all are.
Are we?
I don't think I'm any kind of minority. Maybe mentally I'm a minority, but besides that, I don't know. I am loud, though, so I do have that going for me. Any other things happening in this world of Dota you guys want to talk about?
Abed.
Abed,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
right.
Fanatic.
Abed and Adam, 343 joining Fnatic.
Excalibur was
replace?
kicked. right?
Excalibur was moved to substitute,
Ah, right.
and Abed, so yeah, he was
Moved to
kicked.
substitute.
I
And
heard
Abed
that.
stepped in for mid, and then Adam is now their coach of
I've had
343.
some old girlfriends move me to substitute. Yeah, that's the nice way of saying that they broke up. Okay, he's in the friend zone. right?
Pretty much.
Excalibur? That's sad. Isn't he good, though? I remember the days where everybody was like, Excalibur, the greatest Kunkka.
That's when he
Steve.
played with No Tail and in Fnatic, right? Like No
Yes.
Tail flying everyone. But
Yeah, 4.
wasn't he just like known pretty much for his Tinker play?
Yep.
Back then.
He's
Was
the
it-
one who started the dropping the items in
Yeah.
the fountain.
Was it
or
Tinker
dropping
and
the
Meepo?
Okay.
It was
Meepo,
Somewhat Meepo,
Yeah,
right?
there was a couple of heroes
Yeah,
that he
yeah.
was good at.
But Tinker in specifically.
Tinker specifically, yeah.
Yep.
Because he was dropping items in fountain, getting his mana back faster and everything.
What team is this again?
Min-maxing everything. What?
What team is this again? That is Space.
Fnatic.
Fnatic.
With No Tail and flying and stuff, you know.
Oh, yeah.
back in the day.
Maybe before your time.
Yeah.
And now
way
he's on.
before
And now he was on Fnatic again.
Yeah.
And then he got replaced off Fnatic.
Feels bad.
What do you think about the team? Stronger? Weaker?
Definitely stronger.
Yeah?
Mhm.
That's sad.
Well,
to think.
that's really good, isn't it?
Sure. Abed's great.
He's
Sad
back,
that he
back
left-
home as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sad he left DC, though. I liked Abed on that.
Do we not? Did he leave or did he get kicked?
Pretty sure
Oh no, he
left.
did leave.
I would imagine.
He,
he left.
he said
Who
that
would
he left
kick
it.
Abed?
And they
I
didn't
mean,
qualify for a
DC,
single
and
man.
there's some crazy
Yeah.
cats.
So
They were doing okay there in the what was it, Kiev Major or something. I mean, they were on the up and up for a bit, but didn't really work out after that. So, what
And they got super competitive, right? With like EG, Optic,
yeah,
Yeah.
it got too tough. For them.
complexity.
I
And
mean, they didn't
DC,
qualify for anything in the fall. so-
Immortals, you know.
No, I mean we'll see him at the weekend, of course. They're playing here. DC, not for now. DC.
Yeah, DC will be playing
Yep.
during
Mhm.
the weekend.
Yep, yep.
All right. Well, what else is going on, boys? How's your lives? Ate some pizza yesterday. That was tasty. Pizza Hut, by the way, in Sweden is a delicacy.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like very expensive and very good. So that's good to know. In
What's
America,
like in
it's like a
America?
piece of garbage. You know,
Oh.
you order Pizza Hut after a few brews, and you don't want to pay good money for anything. So that was exciting.
That's your talking point, huh?
I mean, I like pizza. I appeal to the audience. I know the kids at home, they like pizza.
What if they're, it's like against their beliefs?
Pizza's against their
Yeah.
beliefs.
It's banned in some countries.
what?
But no, that's just pineapple on pizza.
Is that banned?
No.
It should be.
What's
should be
wrong?
banned.
I
Wow,
love
this-
pineapple on pizza.
Such
Come
a
at me.
dumb conversation. Pineapple
Come
on
at me.
pizza
You
is
brought it up.
delicious. I love it.
talking about pizza.
No! Dummies saying that they don't like pineapple on pizza. Get over it.
You said you don't
Shaver
like it.
yesterday
The
ate
thing, no
a
one,
honey
no
cheese
one really
pizza.
likes pineapple on pizza. It's just that some people can tolerate it and they
What?
say that they like it and eat it just to make other people around
What?
them feel
What?
funny.
I love it.
No one unironically likes pineapple on pizza.
I do.
It's a massive conspiracy. I blame the Americans. I think it was started by them.
You want to know why the Europeans hate pineapple on pizza?
Why?
Because they bombed Pearl Harbor. You guys, the Euros.
What's that got to do with pineapple?
Wait, that was enough.
What the hell does that have to do? What? That's not even right.
That
has
is
nothing
right.
to do with anything.
You were mad that you didn't destroy Pearl Harbor all the way where we get our pineapples, and now you're trying to take it out on us.
What?
I thought it was a Canadian invention.
Pineapple? That's
Pineapple on
that's
pizza.
the ham.
On pizza.
The
I mean,
ham.
Anything that Canada invents
Like-
that's good, don't
it was like
Americans sort of
invade-
claim as their own. They say,
They
"Oh,
were like the
that's
first to do it.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
So America will take them.
What is happening?
Suffice it to say. Anyway,
We
But
talk
did you
about-
know
can we talk about
pineapple,
Dota?
pineapple on pizza is
But
actually...
to be, I just want to know
Yeah.
who actually bombed Pearl Harbor.
the Euros. That's why we got into the war.
Oh my
We're done.
god.
We're done here.
Get me out.
Damn.
We have good games today. Don't we have really good
Tell
games
us
today,
some
guys?
more about this alternate history slash. Tell us some more about these
alternate
memories from the past of these great
I
historical
learned a
events.
lot in school.
Yeah.
All right? I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to talk. We have Dota to talk about. But listen, I don't need to fill for too long because we could talk about the fantastic games that we have today. Probably some of the best games that we are going to see. Sorry, Sheever. Sucker. These days are mine.
She's in a better place.
But before we get into today, that's what we call a teaser. Hook, line, and sinker on our audience here. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the games from yesterday in case you missed them. We got our top 3 plays, and I know that you guys will love them. Let's see those top 3 plays from yesterday's.
Do they have the damage to kill mid one? I don't think they do. Tomato's got to be careful as they're looking to turn back in on him. Another ice path holding mid one in place, but the Vita restoration from Puppy keeping mid one alive. Fada has the Ravage. He gets them all. Everyone getting caught out. 3-man Fisher comes through. GG, well played is called.
So they know exactly where they are. They're both pinging each
they're
other.
smoked. Who's going to get the jump on who? They see Ace. Ace gets the Eclipse off in time. Cinder advice for the Burrow Strike, but the saves there from Puppey. False promise. Midboard going in straight away with the silence. The Chrono comes through. Will catch two of them on the backlines, but the disarms there from Puppey. They will still find the kill onto Midboard. Yapsel gets the Echo Slam off in time. Fisher as well. If Yapsel's still alive, gets the chance to blink out. Silence there to cancel, but he's got the Yule Step to complete. Removes the silence. Tomato continues to try and jump forward onto Puppey. Should find Fada. He'll try and get himself away with the Sprout, but the Ghost Fly across the tree line. Take him down. Immunity there along with the self-disarm, trying to TP out, but the Primal Split surrounds him. Kezu's got the chase down. Ice Blast inbound as well. Ace takes an Ice Blast to the top of his head. He gets up to the high ground. Not enough damage to bring down Ace. Kezu now turning back towards Yapsor. Ace desperately trying to finish off Kezu, and with the turn up of mid one, they will get it. GH will survive.
Was pretty close, but now Miracle's in a lot of trouble.
That's the get back up, but the traps are there. GH can only really sort of watch from the sidelines, and that's going to be Miracle. Oh!
Getting denied. Uh-oh, GH, you are dead, sir.
Absolutely, with FN in. Miguel ready to go. Pops it out with the ult. GH. He's
Like,
going to try and kill me.
Ah.
Oh, he gets it off as well. With the Lightning Bolt. Thunder God's round.
Get him here.
Oh, where's the crush? Oh, no, there it is. Gets the kill. TP coming in from FN. Gale quickly thrown onto Mind Control. FN looking for the revenge kills. Can he finish off Mind
He denies him.
Again, these denies from
And
GH.
he's going to get the kill.
He's just so good at stopping them from getting the kills.
GH with the world's greatest denies that I've ever seen. The only other brutal denies I've ever seen like that are when Valve was denying Fog TI. That was about as... Sorry.
What about KYX1?
That was pretty bad. That was pretty grim, too. Killing his own Aegis.
Yeah.
And they lose that game because of it.
Get
Yeah, that was
third.
pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
That was mean. I'm hurt.
What do you mean?
That was a compliment, wasn't
That was
it?
a compliment.
Yeah,
that
he
was
was
a brutal
blaming
deny
Valve
of
for not
exceptional
inviting
skill.
you. Yeah, he's not. It's not an insult.
Well, I love that eyebrow trick. Woo!
Only
Yeah,
do it
I'm
one
about
way.
Oh! Wow, look at that wave. It's like little
Wow.
caterpillars going to eat an
Zach,
apple.
you try it.
Oh, we should just keep
Just a little bit.
Damn, this is
No.
great.
That hurts. Can you guys do any weird face things? I know some people can wiggle their ears.
Nah,
Oh, he was
doing that. He was
trying,
just
I'm
wiggling
trying.
his ears.
You can't wiggle your ears.
his
Yeah, you can wiggle yours. I got it too. And the camera goes on. I mean, he,
look like
he
you're-
struggles.
You look like you're extremely upset. Like you have like angry
I'm just
facial
like,
tics.
I'm focusing.
Oh my god, that was scary.
You gotta practice.
Can you guys roll your tongue? People can.
Yeah,
do that?
everyone can.
Yep.
Oh, right.
How do you
Sorry
mean?
about
Upside
that. Can you?
down?
Anyway, back.
Can you roll
let's
your
not
tongue?
forget that this is a major league.
Roll your tongue.
So we got a liquid double
Roll
header. We
your
get to
tongue.
see GH a bunch of times today, right?
Wait, are you the guy who can't whistle?
Yes.
Yeah.
but
But
he
you
can
can
do the
whistle when you
trumpet.
do it inwards, can't you?
No, he has his song tricks, you know?
Nah, yeah.
The trumpet.
He does the trumpet.
All right, anyway, let's talk about Dota, ladies and gentlemen. Time to get back focused. This is a major, for God's sakes. Today, our first game of the day is going to be Liquid Na'Vi. We have got a hell of a game for you today. Liquid Na'Vi, and then it is, standings. That'll help me out. Then who we got?
Second game is Liquid Secret.
That's correct. And then the final game of the day is the redo of the last major.
Yep.
We got
Secret.
VP Secret.
Yep.
Huh? Secret OG is the second game.
What?
That's not what the schedule.
That's not what the schedule says.
I mean, you know
Online.
what?
Maybe they rescheduled.
Maybe we changed this
Wait,
on
things
the
were
fly.
changed?
Things change. Guess what? That's still a fantastic game.
Yes, sir.
Still a hype game. So very excited
is.
to see what we have here today. What do we have there? That's the ROG Swift PG 27VQ 20 gaming
fast.
monitor. It's got 250 60 140 reso.
What does he say, guys?
65 hertz refreshing rate.
165
But 65 only?
I'm gonna be real with you guys. Let me give you a real sales pitch. That's a curved monitor right there. Those things are
let me
sick.
see these.
Is it really?
Those things are sick. Good for your eyes, good for your games, good for your life.
It's
good time.
165 hertz.
Yeah, that's what
Not
he said.
65.
I just heard 65.
I-
Oh, I would never say that.
And then how big was it?
Listen, this is not a
25.
quiz show. We have Dota to talk about. We have a fantastic
Come on.
game.
Somehow-
27 inches.
7 inches.
And it's 2
The
what
man
I
with the
said.
plan.
2,560 by
500
1440.
Great. All right, guys, I'm
This
about
is
to
how you
kick
do
your
it.
asses off
You're
of this panel real quick in a couple minutes here. So I want to hear about these games. I want to hear about your predictions, any players that you care about. Give me the lowdown. What are you thinking about for today's Hype Games Hype Day?
I want to see JRX play Morphing. I said the same thing yesterday. I think he was playing it earlier on his stream, so he was practicing it.
Did he play it at
getting a feel of
4?
it. I didn't get to see the game, so I actually fell asleep as soon as I opened it. I was like, that was really early this morning.
I don't think he played it at 4. I didn't see it either,
Okay.
but I can't imagine.
I think that's, I don't know, it seems like it could be pretty decent.
Fair enough.
And
Maybe.
confirm that second game today is Secret OG,
Yeah.
by the way. So we will be having Secret OG, Secret VP later in today. But for our first game, it is Liquid Na'Vi. Owen, anybody, anything in particular you're hoping to see on Liquid Na'Vi?
I mean, I'm looking forward to see Dendy. You know, as I'm sure the boys and girls on Twitch chat are. It's always a pleasure to watch the man play the mid lane, especially when recently he's been doing a lot better in the mid lane. There was a bit of a period where Dendy would kind of struggle in some 1v1 matchups, had to sort of have the gang turn up in mid, turn this 1v1 to a 3v1. But recently, he's been left in 1v1s and he's doing really well. So
Great.
I was gonna
How's he done?
kind of
Good
say
old
the
Dota?
opposite.
oh
Like, as in, if you
Whoa.
leave Dandy 1-on-1, he's gonna
no, I think he's got
struggle more.
better.
Yeah,
I think
I'm not saying
before
it's
he
like
used to struggle a lot, but
Yeah, I think he struggled more before, but I think leaving mid lanes alone 1v1 now
Sure.
when denies matters so much. We've been seeing in these DreamLeague games that like mid-level
yeah, big difference.
like is a big difference. Some people are level 5 and others level 7 if they get a bad matchup or a bad start to their lane. So I think prioritizing mid lane for now is going to be a big thing.
I mean, yeah,
Dendy's-
because he's not going to have an easy time actually against Miracle.
Yeah.
Who he's up against.
He's been playing a lot of wave clearing heroes though, like
Yep.
these nukers, Lina, Magnus,
DP,
Death Prophet.
yeah.
So he can resort to jungle and do stacks, etc. Down. I've been seeing him do that a lot. So
Yeah.
So we'll see what Dendy's got.
All right.
Sleeves first today.
But
I'm
yeah,
just,
as we saw in the replays as well,
Yeah.
it's like GH from Liquid, I think is going to be big.
Yep.
Yeah,
he
GH
always
is on
plays really
form.
good. He can play a lot of different fours as well. I mean, what do you guys think about like the new Slardar, the new sprint in the water and stuff? Is it a good thing?
I mean, I think the heroes were still good, and the sprint in the water it's nice, but it's not an incredible because as you say, you have to have level 4 sprint, and by that time, you're already having a good game or you're already having a bad game.
I like
Doesn't really
it
make or break it.
I like it if you have like pretty much Lifestealer. I think that's like one of the exclusive ones. Lifestealer, or if you're trying to
yeah.
go for Rush.
Right, yeah. But do you go level 7 and you have 4 in sprint, 2 in stun? Or
I think
do
we've
you-
still been seeing the like 3-3 or 2-4.
Right.
And then you just get it afterwards eventually.
Fair enough.
He should get an Ags, Slardar, where he can, have like a little, when he goes out of the river, it brings water with,
What?
and then he'd have like a little speedway.
That probably still wouldn't be worth it.
What an idea.
Think about it, guys.
4,000 gold.
That's a lot of money for a
4,200.
little bit of a
Speedway?
speed boost.
Not a speed
Does it
boost.
give the team a speed boost like behind him?
No, it slows down people that walk in the path. It's like Snake,
Like Snake?
Snake?
Snake,
What do you
the game Snake where you draw on the
On
map?
Metal Gear Solid?
No, not
Oh, no.
Solid Snake.
Not Solid Snake.
It's a liquid
Just-
snake.
Liquid.
Anyway, guys, such a pleasure to have you here.
Which snake
really,
do you mean?
like the game on mobile game, Snake, the 1990 classic.
Oh,
He
yeah.
goes on the map, he
Nokia
draws his little
33
waterway,
times.
and then he goes, and
That's
if enemies
good.
walk in it, then it's not
So you're
good.
saying when you
Wait,
buy an
actually, I don't know what
axe,
he's
you get
talking
like a
about.
trail behind you, but if he goes back into his trail, he instantly dies.
No, it just
shouldn't have that
it,
feature
it
in the game.
destroys the trail.
Okay.
The water dries up, so he's got a. That's a fun little mini game. Hey, let's go ahead and say goodbye to the other panelists here. Fogg, I think you need some time to mull that one over, and we'll say hello to our guest of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present the grandest of all grand. Whoa, it's Grant T. Grant, the third.
It's Grandpa, yeah.
All right.
The third?
Yeah.
The third. Yeah.
There's a
I
long
actually
line.
do have 4 brothers.
Wow,
No,
I didn't know.
I'm just kidding.
I thought it was like your alter ego, like
Oh, no.
cast
no.
by cast.
Oh,
Grand,
yeah,
you
play
know,
by
it's
play
like
caster,
observer grand.
analyst, yeah. No offense. My observing has actually improved tenfold, Scriff, and it feels like you've been staying the same. Perfect.
I mean, can you improve upon perfection,
No, you can't.
Exactly.
Wow. Grant, has there ever been a time where you weren't Grant? Were you ever mediocre Grant? Or
No, I've always been Grant.
lesser?
Since the beginning of the day. I don't know. It's one of those things, like, it looks so cool when you capitalize the right letters. And I just always been Grand now.
People are really sensitive about that, capitalizing the right letter in their names. I know Suns fan always gets mad, even when I'm talking to him in casual conversation, if I don't capitalize everything perfectly.
Why wouldn't you?
Get over it.
What do you mean?
Who cares?
So if I called you Jake, but I didn't capitalize the J, you'd be fine with that.
Of course.
What if I just took out the J?
Ache?
Yeah.
Ack?
Just call you
Aki?
Ake.
Ack? Yeah, I'd be down for that too. I mean,
Okay.
names are...
Oh, Mars Attacks.
Ack, ack.
Ack, ack, ack.
Ack, ack. Anyway, a rose by any other name. Grand.
What's that mean?
What do you mean? That's a classic thing.
But from what?
You know.
Is that Titanic?
No, that's Shakespeare.
Well, isn't Rose in Titanic?
She was.
Oh, okay.
She was hot.
Get me out.
Anyway, let's talk about the games today. Grand, we have
right.
a fantastic series coming up for you, as we have talked about. Liquid versus Na'Vi.
Yeah.
Liquid, of course, your TI winners, one of the best teams, if not the best team, unarguably, in the world, especially what we saw yesterday, versus Na'Vi, the up-and-comers, the old kings. What are you thinking?
I was looking at it, and I think they're 4-5 roles, like Scriv was talking about. GH and Kuroki both play, like, you see a lot, like, the 4 role is going to be super hyper-aggressive, and the 5 role plays more defensive, but even Kuroki, when he, like, plays Winter Wyvern, he plays it super aggressively. Like, I think we actually saw him go, like, the 4-0-3 build or something. Like, they go really weird builds on it, and, I mean, it works
Wasn't
out.
that Soneko?
I think it was, actually.
But
That's
I think
that's what I was
Kuroki
gonna
goes
compare,
like the 2-3 build.
Yeah.
2-3-0.
And it's just super weird. And yeah, like you said, and then on the other side, it's like Roger and Soneko. They like going. They usually go more passive builds. It'll just be interesting to see how they'll mesh into each other, like when hyper aggressivity,
Oh,
if
Nice
that's a word,
diction.
meets against
Object.
passive. When an
Immovable-
immovable object meets an
Unstoppable.
unmovable
The unstoppable force.
force.
There you go.
Yes.
do you know the answer to that riddle?
No.
They become one.
How?
Because, you know.
Wouldn't they just smash into each other?
Yeah, but then they become...
Like French toast and a waffle. That makes sense.
Exactly.
Here you go.
Soneko.
Players.
Man,
Players.
I wish we'd see more Skyroute. That hero's just kind of bad now, though.
Do you like his talents?
No, his talent. That's the problem. Like, he has really
Global?
good skills, but they're all really good early, and then
Yeah.
they're all really bad late. It's like, why can't you,
BKB.
like, why can't the silence be better late? Because the nuke's, like, one of the best in the early game, and then it's just, you're a garbage hero. We saw it, last night TI when it got played middle, you like, this guy's dominating, get him, Weehaw, and then he's just like 15 minutes in, we lost.
Yep.
It's just a bad hero.
Well, he is kind of good with Faceless Void, who's getting picked up more. I mean, you do get that
So is
huge
AA,
nerf
and AA is
damage.
better.
Yeah, that's
Currently.
Yeah.
I'd-
AA is all,
Currently.
you can't really nerf AA without, like his ult's always going to be good, right? Like, how would you actually nerf that hero? You can't.
Ice Vortex, maybe.
Maybe. It's pretty good.
I think Ice Vortex is like his strongest.
Because they tried nerfing Chili Fingers, and instead they're even chillier than before. Now you don't even lose attack speed. You're like, oh, now I'm just better. But you took some damage away. Who gives a crap? Are you serious?
You
Like,
still
let's
only
buff
take like
him?
1 point in it.
Yeah, it's super weird. Yeah, and it's like one of the best tri-lane moves, though.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
You just get a level 1, you just own. So it'll be interesting. I think supports are going to be... And this is sometimes you see, a core picked up here and there, but I think it's going to be the 4 and 5s picked up on both teams, like immediately, the heroes. So they can't ban them out. Because we saw GH, right, banned out that one game,
yeah, just
all 6
completely
heroes.
banned out.
Right, yeah. And then they still won. You can't
Sure.
ban them out. How do you ban them out?
You don't waste your time with it. You focus on what you guys are good at and just ban things that,
Like that.
could be against you.
But
That's the
I
best
think
way.
as well, because if you only ban GH, you open up like everything for Miracle, you open up everything. Like Matumba, Lone Druid is open then.
Yeah, we've seen Timber saw Miracle, Lone Druid on Matumba. I don't know. They're just playing everything. You know what I was talking about? GH, though. You know the other popular GH? You've seen King of the Hill, right?
Yeah.
The show. Remember GH? Hank's little brother? Good Hank? I don't know if they've watched King of the Hill. That's literally
I
his name
haven't
is
seen
GH.
it.
His name, it's literally, the main
I get
character's
the
name is
reference.
literally GH.
I get the reference.
wonder if
I
that's
don't
what they-
understand the relevancy, but I do get the
Because
reference.
it's GH. I was saying, what other great GHs are in the world? Me, Grant Harris, another great GH. Good Hank, GH the player. Like, GH is just a great, I wouldn't say acronym, just 2 good symbols
That's
in the English language.
You know who else is a great one?
Who?
After everything that happens that's good, people say, Roger,
Roger that.
Roger. He's good too.
He is
Let's talk
good.
about him. We've been, on this Liquid train this whole time. Roger's the man. I'm excited to see some Na'Vi. Do you guys think Liquid is really going to 2-0 this series? It's all you're talking about. Na'Vi is coming up, dude. They're good.
I mean,
times.
Liquid are the favorites, right? So,
Sure.
but Roger will be interesting. We'll see. We saw there like the Chen play, how much Navi
Oh, I
will
hope.
prioritize that, and their CIS region, so like Enchantress Chen might
Enchantress
come
is
out.
big. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets banned out in the first phase. Just off laner, forward
Yeah.
position. Enchantress and CIS, like they're the only region who picks it. But if you don't know how to counter it, just
Exactly.
get rid of it.
But then it comes back to like how scared are Liquid of
Yeah.
the Shen and
Of that, yeah.
Enchantress,
No, and like you're saying, I mean, it's only a best of 2 as well. Like in a best of 3, the favorites are obviously more favored, but in here you just if you tie 1-1, you don't have to go to a game 2. It's not like you can lose this series. I think
Sure.
it's way easier being the underdog in a best of 2 instead of a best of 3 because of that.
I like that logic,
nice.
you know?
Yeah.
You could pick stuff that would only work in one game,
Exactly.
and then that's okay.
They're
because
both
you won that
4-0
one
right
game.
now, though, right?
I believe so.
That's hype.
This is, one of them is going down. Somebody is going to be no longer the Titan.
That'll be the last undefeated team, right? I believe so, yeah, because
Secret
or VP
won
already
one.
lost one game, too.
Yes.
Oh, there it is
Yeah,
right
let's
there.
take a look at
Yeah,
those
it is.
standings.
Oh, that's
Yep.
hype.
All right, one of
This
those
is
goose eggs is going home. Somebody's going to be a loser, and that means that only one team could potentially be no losses.
Because what if Navi's just 6-0 at the end of today, like
Woo!
didn't lose, like then VP has to be a little bit nervous. You're like, what if these 3 other like EU teams just come and knock him out? And Navi's the only CIS team at the thing. Like, what if VP just out of nowhere loses because Navi
There's
are the
always going to be two
undisputed
CIS,
kings now?
but you know,
What is it? I thought it was
What?
what? Are you sure?
2 CIS top 2, 2 CIS EU. But you know,
That wasn't even English. I understand what you're saying, but you definitely said it wrong.
Zanga.
Doesn't matter.
Anyway, as you guys know, Dota 2 is a game.
Where are you going with this?
Yeah, so how are you doing?
Now the second game is OG versus Secret, right?
Yep.
I think that'll be interesting, just because OG. I mean, they're on the fall, right?
They've
They've been on
looking
the
shaky,
downfall
right?
for a little bit.
no.
I don't know, like how do you fix that? You got a new patch, like everyone, like you were bad before the patch. Let's be real. And now the new patch is dropped, and you're like, oh, you have Mad, you have this good coach, you have really good like Fly, the brains, and still out of the gate you play Dota Pit and you just don't look good. Like, how do you fix that? I was thinking.
I don't know. I think they need to figure something out because I think yeah. John Madden here, right? No, but they have to figure something out. Like I think their drafting is a little bit weird. It felt a little bit off to me.
Yeah, I agree.
So maybe look at that and the new drafting system, right? I don't know, like how you adapt to that as well. The third ban.
Because I thought OG was gonna be a lot better because you have such a good coach, and now that you can use him during the. What are you laughing at?
Update for you guys. I was hearing from my person that I wasn't correct. So yeah, it is a little bit more high stakes. There is only one. So
Yes, that's what I said.
yeah, okay, Grant.
It's
So
literally
you were right.
There can only be one.
Here's how it is. There, no matter what, there's either one EU and one CIS, but there could be 3 of one and 1 of the other,
Right.
or there could be 2 and 2, but there has to be 1 of each. That was obvious. I learned that the first day I got here. Slack's been here for like 2 years now. Still can't figure it out. But you're doing a good
Go
job.
easy on him. He's hosting today.
My bad. We can swap spots if
I
you want.
wore
Because
the
right now you're
suit.
just garbage,
Oh.
and not the good kind. You know, sometimes there's good. Like when you're a hobo. I've lived on the streets for like a week before.
Really?
And you know when you go to a dumpster and you go inside and you're like, oh, banana peel, breadcrumbs, pizza crust. That is good trash.
Wow.
Eating some pizza crust is good trash.
Is he pizza crust?
No.
That's fantastic.
He's a banana peel.
Well, speaking of good trash, I think it's about time that we move Grant over to the war room. Yeah, I think we got a
Yeah.
draft coming.
All
so
right.
Get your trashy ass out of my my desk here. And fantastic.